Welcome to the Four Geeks Podcast, where we share everything about business, technology, growth marketing, and provide advice on how startups can build their products and predict revenue. Thank you for tuning in. Don't miss our new episodes every week. This podcast is produced by Four Geeks Productions.
All right, growth hackers, you ready to supercharge that lead generation? Today we're diving into something pretty cool, turning Google Maps into, well, kind of like your own personal lead machine.
Yeah, it's working smarter, not harder, right?
Exactly. And the best part is we're looking at a YouTube tutorial that uses totally free tools.
That's right, phantombusterandmake.com.
Perfect for anyone who wants to kind of level up their lead gen game without, spending a fortune.
It's a great example of a true growth hacker mindset, using resources that are already out there in a way that most people wouldn't even think of.
Totally, like a total DIY approach to getting those leads, right?
Exactly. You've got your product, you've got your target audience, now we just got to find them.
And then automate the whole process of reaching out, right?
Exactly. Personalized emails, all on autopilot.
So let's break it down. First up, Phantom Buster. What's the deal with this tool?
Well, Phantom Buster is basically your Google Maps scraper, right?
Okay, a scraper.
It dives into those listings, pulls out all that juicy business info, and then, get this, it goes even deeper.
Deeper. Okay, I'm listening.
It actually goes into each business's website and finds their email address.
Wait, hold on. So it's automatically finding the emails for me?
Yeah, no more manual searching, no more piecing together contact info, just boom, there it is.
Okay, that alone is a huge time saver.
Right, and then it gets even better. It feeds all that data, emails and everything, straight into make.com.
Make.com. That's where the automation party really gets started.
Exactly. Make.com's kind of like the conductor of our little lead generating orchestra.
Okay, I like that analogy.
Yep.
So how does it orchestrate everything?
It takes all that raw data from Phantom Buster and sets off a chain reaction. Adds leads to a spreadsheet, triggers personalized emails, all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay, wait, you said personalized emails? Now that's what I'm talking about. That personal touch is key.
Oh, the tutorial's got you covered. Imagine tailoring your email copy to mention the specific city the business is in, their specific services, all that good stuff.
Hold up. So this system's sending out hundreds of emails that are actually unique, like I wrote each one myself.
That's the beauty of it. Data-driven personalization at scale. They give this great example of a marketer targeting dentists in, let's say, Toronto. The email mentions their exact location and even references their specific type of dentistry based on their website.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But what about those Google Maps limitations? It only shows so many listings at once, right? Like, what if I'm trying to target a bigger area?
Don't worry, the tutorial addresses that too. They suggest dividing your target area into smaller chunks, or you can use specific keywords to narrow down your search. Like instead of just dentists in Toronto, you could try cosmetic dentists in downtown Toronto,
Smart. So you're still covering a large area, but making sure you're not missing any potential leads because of those listing limits.
Exactly. And once Phantom Buster's done its thing, gathered all that data, it hands it off seamlessly to make.com.
And that's when the automation magic really kicks in. Let's dive into that make.com action in part 2.
Make.com, this is where the real fun begins, turning all that data into action.
Okay, yeah, paint me a picture here. What's going on?
Imagine, right, Phantom Buster just dropped off a whole pile of leads, names, emails, the whole 9 yards. Make.com takes that and, it basically organizes everything, puts it all in neat little spreadsheets.
Keeps it all tidy?
Exactly. So you're not drowning in like a sea of random notes and,
Just organized lists, yeah. As a growth hacker myself, I got to stay organized.
Of course, got to be efficient, right? But you mentioned personalized emails earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm really interested in. How does that work?
Well, that's the magic of make.com, you see. It takes those little details like location, industry, whatever you've scraped,
right,
and it just slots them right into your email templates automatically.
So I could have an email that says something like, "Hey, name, I noticed we're both in city. Thought you might find my product helpful for your work in their industry."
Bingo. That's exactly it.
It's like having a personal copywriter or something.
Right, crafting hundreds of totally unique emails.
But it's all automated.
Exactly. And the tutorial really stresses this. you're still the one in control of the message.
Okay, good.
Make.com just handles the delivery, make sure it's all personalized based on the data.
Right, so it's a tool, but I still got to bring my A game when it comes to writing good copy.
Absolutely. You're the brains of the operation, right? The strategist. Make.com's just your super efficient assistant, making sure the right message gets to the right people.
I like that. But are there any limitations to this setup? Like, does the tutorial talk about what it can't do?
Yeah, I mean, every tool has its limits, right? The tutorial talks about how important it is to have accurate data.
Oh, right.
You know, garbage in, garbage out.
Makes sense.
So if Phantom Buster's scraping the wrong info.
Right, then the emails are going to be messed up.
Exactly. It's always a good idea to, like, double check the data, especially before you send out a whole bunch of emails.
For sure. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so now let's talk about setting all this up. How user-friendly is it? Like, am I going to need a computer science degree to get this running?
Not at all. Both Phantom Buster and Mick.com are, they're designed to be pretty user-friendly. They both have these nice intuitive interfaces that walk you through everything step by step.
No coding bootcamp required.
Nope. And actually, the creator even gives you this pre-built blueprint that you can download.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it saves you a ton of time, especially if you're new to these platforms.
So it's kind of like a plug-and-play solution for lead gen.
Yeah, in a way. Of course, you'll still want to customize things, you know, make sure it aligns with your specific audience and all that. But the blueprint gives you a solid foundation to build on.
I'm liking this more and more. But, we've talked about the setup, personalization, the automation. But what about results? Does the tutorial mention anything about how effective this actually is?
Well, the creator shares some, anecdotal evidence from their own experience. They claim to have seen some pretty significant increases in both lead generation and conversion rates after setting this up.
Wow, okay, that's pretty encouraging.
Right. Of course, your mileage may vary and all that, but it's good to know that this method has actually proven successful in real-world situations.
Definitely. And this is just one example of what these tools can do. Once you understand the basics of scraping, automation, personalization.
The sky's the limit, really.
Yeah, exactly. You can start applying those principles to all kinds of different marketing strategies.
It's all about getting creative, right?
Exactly. Experiment and see what works. Okay, so we've covered how Phantom Buster finds those leads and then how Make.com automates the whole process, right? Kind of like a lead generation robot.
Right.
But what's the real game changer for growth hackers?
Time, definitely. And scale, right? Instead of spending hours, hunting down leads and typing out individual emails.
You've got this system doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Which means you've got time for, the more strategic stuff, like working on your marketing, your website.
Building relationships with the people who are actually responding.
Exactly. And that's huge for anyone who's just starting out,
Yeah, especially when resources are tight. You can't afford to waste time on manual tasks.
Exactly. This method lets you, kind of punch above your weight.
Like you're competing with the big guys, even if you don't have a whole sales team.
Exactly. It's using technology to level the playing field.
And it's not just about finding leads. It's about finding the right leads.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We talked about that personalization aspect, how this system can tailor your message based on, specific things about each lead. What's the advantage there?
Well, it means your message is going to be more relevant, right? You're not just sending out a generic sales pitch.
It's like you're actually speaking directly to their needs and what they're looking for.
Exactly. You're cutting through the noise,
Because people are bombarded with, marketing messages all the time.
All the time, yeah. So you got to stand out. And personalization, that's how you do it.
And the best part, this whole setup is built on free tools. So anyone can try it out.
Yeah, no excuse. It's all about, being resourceful, finding those little hacks that give you an edge.
Like a true growth hacker.
Exactly. And once you get the hang of it, those underlying principles, you can start thinking about other applications.
Right. Like what else could you automate? What other data could you use?
So many possibilities.
So for all the marketers, all the entrepreneurs out there listening,
yeah,
don't be afraid to, get creative.
Experiment. There are so many tools out there, so many ways to grow your business. You just got to find what works for you.
Absolutely. And if you come up with some crazy new strategy, we'd love to hear about it. So keep experimenting, keep pushing the boundaries, and happy growth hacking.
That's all for today. Thank you all for joining us. For more ideas on how to grow your business with marketing and technology on your side, or a recap of our latest episodes, feel free to check out our 4Geeks Global social media. If you need additional help to bring out the best in your business, don't be shy and get in touch with us at 4geeks.io/contact. See you soon with a new episode.